Hello and welcome to this edition of Wednesday editions with me, Big Scott 35. I don't have much. Like I said, I didn't have anything on Sunday. I thought I was going to have one thing. I got a couple of things come in from Tops.com and eBay. Like I said, not even. It's four things. I did watch the Caps last night. Watch the first period. I'm working second shift, but my bosses are like, I'm doing them a favor, so if I can sneak away for a little bit. I watched the first period. Uh, I think we're in for a long series or a short series, but it's going to feel like 8 games to the Caps if they can't get the puck out of their end and control it a little bit better. It was first period was sad. Our goalie was up to the challenge, and I mean the Hurricanes take a lot of shots. They take a lot of shots, but quantity necessarily. I mean, there was 2 in the first period that was whoo, but taking a lot of shots doesn't always pay off. But we have to control the puck after the shot, and we didn't do very well. We started getting a little bit more physical at the end of the first period, which I think helped. And I don't know what happened in the last 2 periods. I know we lost in overtime, but yeah, But that's what I thought. If it keeps going like that, it's going to be a 4-game series. I mean, we lose the first game at home. That's no bueno because I don't know if anybody's ever watched the game in Raleigh when they play at home. It's nuts. Caps that where they play at games nuts too, but not like I think Raleigh's a little bit crazier. Speaking of hockey, got to get some stuff for Ovechkin for goal scoring, breaking the record. Tops has found a way of making Upper Deck doesn't have the rights to all just stickers, I guess. So Tops can do stickers, which is fine with me. Also got some stuff on Upper Deck didn't really have like something celebrating. There's more celebrating his career. So I got something on there too. I just haven't had it shipped yet. I wait to get some more cards to do it all at once. On there. Let's see. The next thing is, I have 5 cards. Okay, I'm sorry. I have 5 from Tops.com Living. Spencer Schwellenbeck, block, rookie card. You have to, like, with the Braves, right? I was telling this to Carlisle. If it's a pitcher, you better pick it up because he's going to have a good career, right? And I like the living set, so I'm hedging my bets. Pitcher with the Braves having a good career. Maybe not great. Maybe not, whatever, but good. At the least. And so that same week, Adele Amador, I hope I said that right. If your mama watching, please subscribe and hit the like button. So his rookie card was on there the same week, and that was odd. But I went ahead and did it, and they're not giving like a price break for buying both cards either. Next 3 are going to be eBay purchases. I'm excited for the WNBA season and Kelsey Plum. I pick her up. I always try to get Caitlin Clark, but her stuff that I want is so expensive. I'm just playing a waiting game with that stuff. I know she's the GOAT, will be the GOAT, even if she blew her knee out. And I don't want to speak that into the universe, but something happens to her today and she doesn't play. She is going to have her stuff's going to be amazing to pick up. And but I just wanted to come down a little bit or be a little bit more special than just random stuff. And here's another one of these David Wright cards or cards from the is this a 90s? I mean, I miss Upper Deck baseball. 2009. Upper Deck Exponential. I mean, just beautiful cards. I mean, I showed one I think last week, and I just, I miss Upper Deck baseball. They really changed the game. They in 1989 instantly made the other card companies have to be better, and anyone coming in, that I think that's what led to Topps coming up, start doing the chrome stuff, and being with Finest, and just really really making and then that made everybody else, including Upper Deck. And we missed that. I know Carlos, well, that's why they're at it. I don't care. We missed that. I mean, we're paying crazy prices for subpar product now than we did. And we didn't, and you want to call it the junk era, I don't care. Cards, the 90s inserts, some of the cards, base cards were just awesome. And in early 2000s, right? Which is included in the junk era. For some, I don't know. I squabble that we're not still in a junk era. When you define it, it seems like the same definition now. We just don't have as many companies. We just have one company or two companies making as much stuff. I don't care what you define it, because I'm still here. I'm still buying the stuff. And yeah. And we might want to call it slab junk. I don't know, because I don't know. You make the call. Like I said, it's a personal. When you start defining what the hobby industry is for cards, it's a personal thing. How you view it is not how the person next to you views it, because we all hobby different. So it's a personal thing. And I've said that. Last card. Finally, I stopped running my mouth. So filler time. I want you to have some fun with me while I'm doing this. It's just 5 cards. And this is 1986 Quaker Oats Geared Carter. I have a ton of these, but I got this for less than getting it graded. So, and it's an 8. And if you know this card, it's off-centered. It's a great card. Love the card. It's done by Topps. But these were just notoriously off-centered cards. So I really like the back. I don't know why. Nothing flashy. I said it, and I want to shout out my man Hitman for talking about it in his video. Yeah, I would love just straight up, just one set. Make me one set of just a straight up. You want to go heritage, just make a straight up set of 660 cards. Have your, all-star cards as part of the set. And, I would buy it. I would probably make that set. And I'm not a set builder. I'm making one set, and it's been the slowest build of anybody in the history of probably collecting. It's always in the back of my mind, but it's my last thing that I look for when I go to shows, and that's 71 Topps already graded. I try, and I like to get them in around a 6 or a 7. So that price has jumped since COVID. I used to be able to find them all day long for commons in the $20 range, but that price has definitely jumped. But I have most of the stars and rookies of that set, which I do got in lower grades, but for most of them. So I had to kind of put that on the back. I'm not going to spend. That's what I was talking about before, and I thank y'all for hanging in and get some thoughts on this Wednesday from me. Set building, I feel like set building sometimes you're just picking up cards for the sake of picking up cards that have no connection or anything other than building the set. And it's hard for me personally, and this is where I said it's an individual thought process, because other set builders, like my man Hitman does Heritage, Pepino does all the flagships and stuff like that, and other guys that do like vintage stuff and get. Yeah, I find it hard to spend money on cards that I just. If I do see one like, I got Ted Simmons rookie card. He's in his catching position. That was an easy pickup for me. I think it was a Singleton was his rookie card is 71. I mean, somebody will tell me if not. I loved watching him play for the Orioles, so it was like, yeah, no problem. But it's just it's hard for me to do that one. But that's my pickups for this week. Like I said, last week, of course, I had a stack, but that was 3 weeks of pickups because I had other stuff to show in there, plus a gift from Bradley Claus in there. So, that was, I'm just being a little bit more pickier. I'm trying to get the best bang out of my buck. I try to, I used to go on eBay and put 5 or 6 bids in, thinking I was only going to win one, and sometimes you win all 5 or 6. So I just do one at a time, and that way I can spend this. I know what my budget is for the week, and I start out with that. And but if I find stuff that like this that doesn't kill my budget, like Gary Carter and an 8, because his stuff has really gone up here in the last month. I don't know what's going on with that. 4 Sharp Corners, they're really selling his stuff at like really premier prices, and I don't know. And somebody must be buying it, and that might be what's driving up the price. I don't know. His autographs went up about a year and a half ago, started going up, which he's not autographing anymore. And if it goes to collectors, that there's going to be less and less out there. So I can understand that. But like graded cards, there's always going to be more graded cards. So I just stay back. And at 8 and quicker, when at 10, I've seen a 10, and at 10, I think somebody had for like $2,000 or something like that because they're so limited. I don't need it. I just want the card graded. Like I said, I bet you I have 25 of that copy of that card. So I could have sent it in. Like I told you, I'm sending in some stuff through GameStop at PSA. But again, I got to make my finances right. It's only $100, but still, do I want to spend that 100, or do I want to, that's the way I think. And 100 is not a lot of money to some, but it's might as well be $1 million to others. So, but that's how I'm collecting. I just wanted to go through and use this 5 cards, talk through what my thought process is, and see where other people are at. That's why, I love having Ray on a couple of weeks ago. First time I had him on my channel, I could really talk to him about how he hobbies. Man, that was so enlightening. I just talked to Mike O the other night about how great that show was with Ray. So if there's anybody else out there that wants to get, a point across and, want to talk or even have a debate about something that they don't agree with me, as long as it's civil and we can act like adults, I don't care. As long as it's a discussion style thing and, nobody gets upset and no hate is there, because I don't hate anybody in this hobby. I'm displeased with some people and their way they act, but I don't hate anybody. But there you have it for this week. Hope everybody's having a good week here in Winston-Salem. It's been beautiful. And hope everybody's enjoying if you love hockey, this is a great time of year. Baseball's just starting to grind in. And if you NBA, second round of the NBA playoffs, some of my friends at work were hiding in corners watching that last night. So, a lot going on right now. NFL with the draft and people making moves and all of that. So that's just could be as exciting as a season sometimes. So, a lot of fun with sports, a lot of ways to separate yourself from the real world when you need to get away. And there you have it with this hobby. That's what's so great about this hobby. You can separate yourself sometimes. And, until next time, like, share, tell a friend. I'm going to try to do one Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. If something comes up where I like to talk about it. If not, I'll pull something out with how I hobby and talk about that. As you can tell, I can chat. So until next time, see ya. Subscribe if you haven't.